There was an old woman who took a fancy one day to eat an apple cake. She had plenty of flour, sugar and butter, and enough spices, but the one thing that she did not have was an apple. She did have plums, a whole tree full of plums, the roundest and reddest that you ever saw. Well, you just cannot make an apple cake from plums, even if you try your very hardest. The more the old woman thought about it, the more she wanted an apple cake and nothing else would do. So she set off to market to look for apples. But first she took a basket, filled it with plums and covered them with a snow-white napkin. Well, she thought, it may happen that I come to a place where there are apples but no plums. She had not got very far before she came to a field where hens, geese, and a turkey were running about. What a hubbub and cackling! And in the middle of them stood a young woman scattering grain. The young woman nodded to the old woman in a friendly way, and before long the two of them were chattering away happily together. The young woman told the old woman all about her hens, geese, and turkeys, and the old woman told the young woman how much she wanted an apple cake, but she only had a basket of plums with her, in the hope that she could exchange them for some apples. "Well, well," exclaimed the young woman, "isn't that a lovely basket of plums? Let me tell you, my husband loves nothing better than plum jelly, but I have no apples to swap with you. The only thing I could give you is a bag full of feathers, but that's hardly enough, is it?" "Ah, well, what I say is this," said the old woman, "better one person happy than two disappointed. Just hold out your apron." And right away she emptied her basket of plums into the young woman's apron. In exchange she was given a bag full of feathers, and she trotted off even more cheerily than before, saying to herself, "Although I am no nearer to my apple cake, at least I am no farther, and one thing is certain, feathers are lighter than plums." A bag of feathers for a basket of plums, a bouquet of flowers for a bag of feathers, a gold chain for a bouquet of flowers, a little dog and a blessing for a gold chain, all giving and receiving, and who knows, I may yet come home with some apples. She got home in good time to bake an apple cake for her supper, and she made it so sweet and brown that it was a treat. As long as you do your best and don't lose heart, then it is not at all difficult to get an apple cake for your supper, she said. And she ate that apple cake right up to the last crumb, and oh, it tasted so delicious.